Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels, Ravenwing, and Jay's Space Wolves. So the story that we've got going on here today is that the Dark Angels and the Space Wolves are operating together in the same field of battle, taking down some heretics as they so are inclined to do for the Emperor. When perhaps a few words were exchanged between them, the Space Wolves making a quip about the lion, perhaps the Dark Angels making a quip about the glass jaw of an unknown Primarch, perhaps, or an unnamed Primarch. Needless to say, back and forth the quips go. Perhaps a bit too much miad was consumed, and all of a sudden blows were exchanged, and then it escalated from there as the two chapters who have a strong sense of pride, shall we say, found themselves on the other end of each other's bolters. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the Scouring, which is a mission from the Nephilim GT pack. Essentially, there are 5 objectives on the table here. It is a control. If you control at the end of starting the second turn, if you control 1, you score 4 points. 2, you score 8, an additional 4 points. And if you control more than your opponent, you score an additional 4 points. There is a primary secondary that is basically you can perform an action scanning these objectives. On the one of your units can start to perform that action, which allows them to scan the objective. At the end of the game, you score 3 points for every objective that was scanned by your army on the table. So you can only do it. You can only scan each objective once, and you can only start it when your opponent is not on there. As well. So it doesn't matter if you control it; their opponent cannot be on it, other than aircraft. So if my 2 aircraft are on there, my opponent can start it if he wants. But that is the primary. We also have 3 secondaries. I have chosen shock tactics. Essentially, I will be scoring points for taking objectives away from my opponent. It has just been on the new balanced data slate that has just come out. It has been changed to 4 points at the end of each battle round if I have taken an objective that in my turn if I take an objective that my opponent had previously. Then I have chosen Death on the Wind, which scores me 2 points for every enemy unit that is killed by one of my Ravenwing units that has moved at least 12 inches or performed a charge. That has also been FAQ'd, so it's a displacement 12 inches, so I can't move back 6 inches, move up 6 inches, technically stay still and say that he moved 12 inches. They've actually got to move the full 12 inches to make it happen. Then I have also chosen Codex Warfare, which will score me points based upon killing with different weapons during different doctrines. So I get 2 points for every unit that's killed with a heavy weapon during the Devastator doctrine. I score 1 point for every unit that is killed by a rapid fire or assault weapon during the Tactical doctrine. And then I score 1 point for every unit that's killed with a close combat weapon or a pistol during the Assault doctrine. My opponent has chosen 3 as well. He has chosen Retrieve Nephilim Data, so he's going to be doing actions in each of the table quarters. He has chosen Warrior Pride, which is he gets Bjorn is his warlord, and he gets points based upon what Bjorn does to a maximum of 6 per turn. So he gets, I think, 2 for holding an 5 for being on an objective maximum of 5. Sorry, maximum of 5. He gets 2 for being on an objective outside of his deployment zone, and he scores a point for killing a unit or 5 or more models, and then he scores a point for putting a wound onto a character or a vehicle. So a maximum of 5 points for doing that in each battle round, right? Yeah, so each battle round. He also has chosen a Mighty Saga, which is, what is that? If you do...
We got it back.
I got the back. Mighty Saga is the one there with Bjorn, and then Warrior Pride is the...
If I have 2 units...
that's right, yeah. If he has 2 units within engagement range of my units at the end of his turn, he scores points for that as well. 2 points, or no, 3 points. 3 points if he has 2 units within engagement range at the end of his turn. I got the 2 backs up. It's wolfy things. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running an Outrider detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have 2 Talon Masters. We have 2 4-man bike squads. We have 2 Outrider squads. We have a Chief Apothecary on bike. We have a 2-man Invader ATV squad. We have a 3-man Attack Bike squad. We have a 7-man Black Knight squad. And last but not least, we have 2 Dark Talons. And for the Space Wolves, you'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have Bjorn, we have Ragnar, and we have Arjak. We have a 5-man Bloodclaw squad. We have a 5-man squad of Incursors. We have a 5-man squad of Intercessors. We have a 5-man squad of Wolfguard Terminators. We have a 5-man squad of Wolfguard with jump packs. We have a 3-man Eliminator squad. We have a 3-man Eradicator squad. We have a 5-man Longfang squad. We have a Drop Pod. We have a 3-man Bike squad. We have a 5-man Skyclaw squad. And last but not least, we have a Venerable Dreadnought and a Wolfen Dreadnought. All right, going over deployment here on my right flank, I have a squad of Bikers. I've got a squad of Outriders over here. I've got one of my Dark Talons next to them. I have my Talonmaster, not my guy with Arbiter's Gaze, that's just the non-warlord Talonmaster over here, along with my Chief Apothecary in the middle there. I've got a 3-man Attack Bike squad up on the line. I've got my 7-man Black Knight squad. Over on this side, I've got my other Dark Talon, along with the other Bike squad. We've got my Talonmaster, who is my Warlord, along with the ATV squad and the Outriders. Everything from the Dark Angels is on the table. Going over deployment now for the Space Wolves. He's got his Eliminators out here on the objective here. He's got his Incursors in the middle there on their objective. Back over here on this side, we've got the Eradicators. We've got all of his Dread, so the Ven Dread, the Wolfen Dread, and Bjorn are all back over here ready to charge up the field. We've got his Skyclaws are over on this side. Excellent, I got it right. We've got the Intercessors as well inside over there. And then over on this side, we have the Swift Claws, which I said were bikes, but they're Swift Claws. Be specific, Phil. We've got Ragnar, and we have the the Wolf Guard with the jump packs. In Deep Strike Reserve, my opponent has his drop pod. Inside of there are the Long Fangs and the Blood Claws, and he also has his 5-man Wolfguard Terminator squad and Arjak up there as well. So I got all the wolfy words right this time. So that is going to be deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have initiative. I rolled a Phil face, my opponent rolled a 4, so it will be to the Raven Wing here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Raven Wing here on turn number 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn number 1. My squad back here advanced. Didn't quite move as far, that super far, but I wanted to get that 4-up invul save just in case. These guys moved up here onto the objective, and they are going to be doing the scan on this objective over here. He advanced back over here. These guys, my Black Knights, advanced along with the Apothecary over into this position here. These guys over here advanced up onto the objective over on this side. Over on this side, the Outriders advanced along with my my guy with the Arbiter's Gaze over on that side. And then back over here, these bikers also advance, trying to cover some ground so I can keep, hopefully, his drop pod from coming in turn 1. I'm probably going to have to move, and there's going to make space for his Terminators to do all sorts of pain to me, but that's fine. I got to do what I can. These attack bikes over here, I spent 2 CP pre-game to move them up to here, and then they advanced up into this location up over on this side. So they are onto that objective there for the hunt, is why I moved them there. And then these guys also advanced up over on this side. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase because I got no psychers. We're going to start off with my Dark Talon over on this side. He's going to put his Hurricane Bolters into his Eradicators, and he's going to put his Rift Cannon into his Wolfen Dread. My opponent, in response, has spent 2 CP, 1 on Armor of Contempt on the Wolfen Dread there, giving him a 5-up Feel No Pain, and then 1 on Unyielding in the Face of the Foe onto these guys. They get +1 armor save against damage 1 weapons, which is the bolters they are. So we're going to start with the Hurricane Bolters. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he advanced. Okie dokie.
It's hard to say because, like, if I kill the Bloodthirster, right? If I kill the Loaded Chain,
that is fair number of misses. They're tough 5 because they're those chonky boys. So looking for 5s to wound. Oof. Okay, that is going to be 2 saves over here. Looking for 2-ups because of the Unyielding in the Face of the Foe. Making
neither one.
Oh, those are both 1s. Okay, so that is neither one. So 1, it'll be down to 1 wound. And then we've got the Rift Cannon firing into the Wolfen Dread over there. So it's going to be heavy D3 shots. That's going to be 3 shots here. Again, hitting on 4s because of advancing. That's going to be 2 hits. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Okay, not going to be. So it's going to be 2 hits. Strength 12, toughness 8. So looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. It just does 3 mortal wounds for each of those. So it's going to be 6 mortal wounds. So he's got 6 5-up invul saves. Or no, invul saves. Feel no pains. Making 1 of those. So he's going to take 5 damage. All right, my next guy is going to do similar. He's going to put his Rift Cannon into the Wolf and Dread, and then he is going to put his Hurricane Bolters into these dude bros over here, into his Eliminators. So we're going to go with the Hurricane Bolters first. These are going to be, again, hitting on 4s. Whoops. Rerolling these ones that fell out of my hand. Alrighty, we'll come back to that. Fair number of hits there. These are going to be wounding on 4s because they're not the chonky ones. Alright, so there's going to be a bunch over here. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because of cover, they're going to have a 2-up save over there. So 7 2-up saves. Making all but 1, so 1 will take 1 wound. And then the Rift Cannon firing into the Dread over there. These are going to be, it's going to be D3 shots. Getting 2 shots. Hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's going to be a wound, so it's going to be 3 mortal wounds here. 5-up, feel no pains. Making 1, so he's alive with 1. Oh, that was key. That's real key. Now my ATVs over on this side are going to fire everything into his incursors. I'm not going to spend anything, but my opponent is going to spend 1 CP on transhuman here. So we're going to go with the assault bolters, or the auto bolt rifles, twin auto bolt rifles over there first. These are going to be hitting on 4s again because they advanced. Okie dokie. These are then going to be strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound.
Like over here and switch.
There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At AP, I believe nothing. So 2-up saves. Making all of them. Oh no, that's a 6. That's right.
All but 1.
All but 1. So 1's going to take 1 wound. And then the multi-meltas are going to fire here, hitting on 4s again. Okay, just getting the 1. Wounding on a 4 because of transhuman. That is going to be a wound. AP minus 5 because of +1 because of the Devastator Doctrine.
So it just becomes a 6-up save?
Yes, because AOC makes it AP minus 4, cover makes it 3. Yeah, 6-up save.
I guess they didn't really.
No, so that is going to kill the guy with the 1 wound over there. And now my Talon Master over here with the Arbiter's Gaze is going to fire into his incursors as well. We're going to go with the Twin Heavy Bolter first. These are going to be hitting on 2s because of the Arbiter's Gaze always hitting on 2s. Of course, he gets 2 1s. That's how it works. Wounding on 4s because of transhuman. That is going to be 3 at AP minus 2, ignoring cover here. So they're going to be ignoring cover, looking for 4-up saves because of Armor of Contempt.
I guess the help that actually did.
Failing 2 of them, that's 2 damage apiece. So that'll kill 2 guys. Yes, because the heavy bolter. And then the Twin Assault Cannon is going to fire here, looking for, again, 2s to hit. That is going to be missed. That one's cocked over there. Okay, that is meant to hit. Again, wounding on 4s because of transhuman over there. Ooh, makes a difference. Makes a big difference. Oh, buddy, he did not want to hit or not wound there. So that's just going to be 4 wounds over here. Again, looking for 4-up saves because of all sorts of things. All right. Failing 1 more guy will die over there. Now my Talon Master over here is going to fire into his last incursor that's over on this side. He is going to shoot with the Twin Heavy Bolter first. He does not have Arbiter's Gaze, so this is going to be hitting on a 3 because he did advance. Okie dokie, made a difference. These are now looking for 4s to wound because of transhuman. That is going to be 2 wounds, AP minus 2, but he does not ignore cover, so it's going to be 3-up saves. So 2 3-up saves. Fails the 1. I do still have the 12 shots from the Twin Assault Cannon, just to let you know.
This is only 1 damage?
This is 2 damage. This is the Heavy Bolter. The next one's going to be 1 damage.
Alright, we will command reroll that.
Going to spend a CP to command reroll that.
Burning through my CP here.
Oh, and I'm back into a 1. It was meant to be that he was going to die. All right. Now my attack bikes are going to fire. They're going to fire their bolters into the eliminators. The multi-meltas. One is going to fire his multi-melta into this guy back over here. Unfortunately, 2 other guys cannot see him because we're doing first floor line of sight blocking, so they cannot see him. But the other 2, so one's going to go into this guy back over here. Bjorn's character block because he's a character, and then I'm going to put the other 2 guys are going to fire their multi-meltas into the Wolf and Dread that is hurt. So we're going to go with the bolters first over here first. These are going to be hitting on 4s again because they advance. Okie doke. Not bad shooting there. These are now going to be strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds, 4 2-up saves.
You didn't know that.
Making all of them. So they are good to go. We are now going to do the 2 shots from the multi-melta into the one guy back over here. These are going again hitting on 4s. That's just going to be the 1 hit. Wounding on a 4, strength 8, toughness 8. Nope, not meant to be. And then we're going to go with the 4 shots into the Wolf and Dread over there. 4s to hit. Oh no, that's just the 1 hit. No, that is not a wound. I've already used my reroll like an idiot. So, oof, that one hurts. All right, fine. And now my Outriders over on this side are going to fire into the Wolf Guard over here. So we're going to have 12 shots hitting on 4s because they advanced. That is going to be a bunch of misses. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound. These are going to be looking for a 2-up save in cover over there. Makes it. All right, so that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. I'm not going to make any charges, but my opponent is going to heroically intervene with the Sky Claws here into my Dark Talon over on this side. So that's going to be that, and we will come back to you with the fight phase. All right, so we are going to start off the fight phase over here because he heroically intervened. I don't have any fight first, so it will go to him. So his guys will go over here. We've got, is it a bunch of just like chainsaws? Chain swords.
Bunch of chain swords.
Bunch of chain swords.
1 CP to use their melt-a-bomb strategy.
Okay, so he's going to use 1 CP for the melt-a-bomb strategy over here. So what is that?
So 1 character gets an attack hitting on 2s because they are space wolves that performed an heroic intervention.
Cool.
And then against vehicles, it does 2d3 mortal wounds.
So he hits, and then it does 2d3 mortal wounds. Correct. Okay, gotcha. So hitting on a 2 because of space wolves, and that made a heroic intervention over here.
And,
oh no!
They're within 6
Don't kill him!
6 inches of Bjorn, giving them a reroll.
Cool.
Of 1.
They got the rerolls of 1 from Bjorn, but Gorka Morka rules, so they're deads, unfortunately. So, all right, hitting on 2s. There we go. That's gonna hit. So it's 2d3 mortal wounds into a vehicle over there. Doing 4 mortal wounds into me. Okay, that hurts, but let's go from there. Does that count? That counts as his attacks, right? That is his attacks. All right, so then we're gonna have 4 guys now that are going to have their attacks in there. What is it? 2 base, plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for the...
So it's 1 attack base.
Oh, 1 attack base, okay. And then...
Plus 1 for the charge.
Plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for the chain
plus
swords.
1 for being blood claws that
Oh,
charge.
plus 1 for blood claws that charged, okay.
And then plus 1 for the chain swords.
And then plus 1 for the chain swords. So it's going to be 4 attacks each for these guys here. Sounds good.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Bjorn.
Okay, so hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Always a good... Right there.
Little cock dice, and then fix that one.
Alrighty.
Take this one.
Yep.
Luckily, it's not turn.
There we go.
Turn 3, or those would be exploding.
Yeah,
pieces.
that would be brutal. All right, that's gonna be all hits there. Strength 4.
Yep.
So these are gonna be looking for 5s to wound.
All right, that is 5 at AP -1.
All right, 5 at AP -1. Armor of Contempt puts me at 3-up saves. And I failed 2 of them. So that was 4, 6 total damage onto him, right? So he's got 5 left. Still alive, but he is bracketed. Oof. All right, so because of that, I am in my second bracket. So it's going to be D3 attacks. 1 attack, hitting on a 6. Nope, no fill phase. So that is going to be it. And that's going to be it for the fight phase. So at the end of the turn, I did kill a unit with a heavy weapon over here. I also got Death on the Wind with that. And because I took that objective in the middle there that he had previously, I got shock tactics over there. So that is going to be it for the Ravenwing here on turn number 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn number 2. No, number 1. Number 1. All right, movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn number 1. These guys, his eliminators, shuffled around out here so they can get line of sight onto my apothecary down over here. These eradicators shuffled around the building over on this side so they get some shots over this way. All 3 of his dreads are angry and looking at my attack bikes, who literally have done nothing wrong so far. And then these guys stayed in combat with my flyer. Over on this side, the intercessors have moved up into the middle over here. His drop pod, we'll just say it now, dropped down over here. Out came the long fangs. He spent CP on keen senses to allow them to ignore the -1 for moving with heavy weapons. Then my opponent over here, then these guys also came out of the drop pod. They are going to be doing the retrieve Nephilim data over on that corner there. His Swift Claws moved up onto the objective over here. Did they advance or they just moved? Nope, they just moved up onto the objective over here. The Wolf Guard over here with the jump packs jumped up over here along with Ragnar, looking to do some damage over on this side. And that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase.
Heavy 36.
All right, so the eliminators here are going to now fire into my apothecary over on this side. So they're going to have 3 shots here, hitting on 4s because they moved with a heavy... Oh, 3s, because they got 2 ups. There we go. So there's going to be 2 hits. These are strength
5.
Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s to wound.
And then 6s do mortals.
The 6s do mortals.
All right,
so it's going to be 2 wounds. AP
is, for the mortis round, is 8, so it's AP -3 during the Devastator Doctrine.
AP -3 during the Devastator Doctrine, which becomes AP -2, but he has a 4-up invul save because of Jink, because he advanced there. So these are going to be looking for 4-up invul saves. Make 1, fail 1, the damage?
2 damage.
2 damage, so he will need, he's got Field of Pains because of himself, there we go. He ignores 1 of them, so he just takes 1 of them. The Eradicators over here are now going to fire into the back Talon, Dark Talon over here. So we're going to have 6 shots between them over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit. Oh, it might make a difference, the range.
I do rerolls to 1 because...
Reroll 1s because of Bjorn over there. And you're within half range of them, right?
Yes.
30 inches, all right. So here we go. So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Yeah, nope, just 2 2s and a 3. These are now going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound. 1 wound. 4-up invul save because of Jink, because he advanced. It's going to be D6 plus 2, right? I'm going to have to let that go. D6 plus 2? Oh, okay, so that's going to be 3. All right. All right, so now his long fangs are also going to fire into my dude bro over here. Because of keen senses, they ignore any and all modifiers. So they will ignore both the negative modifier for moving and also the negative modifier for shooting at a flyer over here. So his Signum is going to give 1 of them hitting on 2s. So it's going to be 2 shots for him. Yeah, we'll do for him first, hitting on 2s. Getting 1 miss. And then these other ones are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay.
3 hits.
3 hits over here. These are now strength 8, so again, wounding on 3s. Getting 2 wounds. Looking for 4-up invul saves because of Jink, because he advanced. Come on, baby. No, whoa, he's only got 8 wounds left. I am gonna spend a CP to reroll 1 of those. Nope, not meant to be. So 2d3 plus 2d6 plus 4. 5. Ooh, yes, that's enough. He is dead. Does he explode? Oh, he does with a fill face. We'll come back with that. All right, so he does explode. He will put D3 mortal wounds into his intercessors over there, doing 2 mortal wounds. So 1 guy will pop. He's going to do D3 mortal wounds into my other flyer over there, doing 1 mortal wound down to 4 with him. Into his Sky Claws that are in combat with him, doing 3 mortal wounds into them. So it's going to kill a guy, put 1 down into 1. D3 mortal wounds into my attack bikes, doing 2 mortal wounds. And then it doesn't matter how many mortal wounds he does into the Wolfen Dread over here, because he only has 1 wound left. So he does die. Does he explode and keep the fun going? No, okay. I saw a symbol, got excited. No, so he is just going to be dead. Now Bjorn is going to fire into my bikes over here. He's got his heavy flamer and his assault cannon. So we're going to do the heavy flamer first. D6 hits. That's going to be 3 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound. Because they are tough 5. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2 because the Devastator Doctrine becomes -1, so 4-up saves. Make one, fail one, so one will be down to 1 wound. Then we've got the 6 shots from the assault cannon firing in over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s, I imagine, because Bjorn is because of Bjorn. 2s because of Bjorn. So it's going to be 6 shots from them coming in. 2s because of Bjorn. Alrighty, that's going to be all hits there. These are going to be strength 6, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be all wounds there. All right, so 6 wounds.
2.
AP minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine again. So these are looking for 4-up saves. Failed another 1, but that does kill the 1 guy that was wounded from the explosion. And then his Venerable Dreadnought over here, Ube, is going to fire into them as well. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer first, or do you want to melt it first?
Let's do the Heavy Flamer first.
Heavy Flamer first. So that's going to get 3 shots. Feeling the 3s on the Heavy Flamers over here. That's going to be 3 wounds. That's how you do that. It's 4-up saves again. Making 1 of them, so he's going to take 2 damage. And then we have the multi-meltas from him. These are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Bjorn. So those are 2 hits. Don't even need that there. Wounding on 3s because of tough 5. That is going to be 2 wounds, 2 4-up invul saves because of the thing with the other thing, Jink thing. That's the words I was looking for. Making them both. Woo! The Swift Claws over here are going to now fire everything into my attack bikes over here. He is going to do the melt. So it's 3 meltas from them, right?
Correct.
So and then they've got their bolters from their bikes are going to fire. Everything's going to fire into them. So we'll do the meltas first, I imagine.
Yep.
All right. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of Ragnar over there. Okay, so that's going to be all hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be, okay, 1 wound over there. 4-up invul save because of Jink. Making it with a fill first. And then 12 shots from the twin bolters firing in over here. These are going to be, again, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Alrighty, 1-1.
1-1.
Gets to re-roll there.
And
no 2s, so that's going to be all hits. There you go, feeling it. These guys are feeling their hits. Let's see what they can do for the wounds here. Wounding on 5s because they are tough 5. These are going to be...
That's 1.
Getting
that
1.
2, 3.
And 5. I see another one over there. So 4. Not bad. All right, so we got 4. AP nothing, so 3-up saves. Failing 2 of those. All right, so I take 2 wounds. And now the intercessors are going to fire into my ATVs as well. 12 shots from them because they've got the auto bolt rifles on them. 3s, no rerolls for these guys though. They're a little bit too far out. Yeah. Alrighty. So then these are going to be again wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2. All right. 2 3-up saves. Making them both. And then the little drop pod that could is going to fire in over here. So he's got his 2 shots from his storm bolter firing in. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Getting 2 hits. There you go. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. There we go. 3-up. No, it takes a wound. All right. All right. So now his these are the Wolfguard with jump pack here are now going to go into the charge phase, and they're going to charge into my Outriders and into my dude bro, the Talonmaster. I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch with him because he's got the Arbiter's Gaze, so he's going to be hitting on 2s. These are going to be, again, hitting on 2s with the Twin Heavy Bolter first. Alrighty, of course he gets the 2 1s because that's what he likes to do. These are now going to be strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP minus 2. So they've got Storm Shields, makes it AP minus 1, and then armor. They don't get armor contempt because they've got that, so it's going to be looking for 4-up saves. So 4 4-up saves. Failed 1 of them, so that's going to be 2 damage. So that's going to pop a guy. And then we will come back with the assault cannon. And then the twin assault cannon, again, 2s to hit. That one is cocked. Okay, not meant to be. That's what I get for getting a cocked die. These are going to be strength 6, so again, 3s to wound onto them. That is going to be, and there's a 1 right there. So there's going to be 6, 7, 8 wounds into them over there. AP minus 2, again, because of the Storm Shield, makes it a 4-up save. 1 damage apiece there.
So that kills 1.
Kills 1 and puts 1 on 1 wound. And then they've got their charge distance over here. They will have a reroll on their charge because of Ragnar being within range over there of them. 4 inches will not get into my guy over here. You want to spend a CP? Oh, no, reroll. I literally just said it.
7.
Into a 7 will get him in. Oof, that was close. And then Ragnar is going to charge into my Outriders over here. He is going to be in with an 8. And then over here, he's going to charge in with Ube going in a 3-inch charge over here. That is going to be in. And then Ragnar doesn't even have to roll because he can't even get through the wall layer, so he's going to be just looking to go on in there. Perfect. All right, we're going to start over here with these with the Wolf Guard. They're going to put all of their attacks into my Talon Master over on this side. So we're going to start with, which one do you want to start with first?
Start with the Thunderhammer, so it'll be 4 attacks because he gets +1 for the charge.
4 attacks.
3s, re-rolling 1s because of Ragnar.
4 attacks hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of that. So it's going to be 3 hits. Strength 8, so it's going to be looking for 3s to wound. So he's tough 6.
No days off. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. AP minus...
-2 for the...
-2, so -1 because of Armor of Contempt. So these are going to be 2 4-up saves. Making both of them, I'll take that. And then we've got... What are we doing next with them?
We'll do the Power Axe.
We're going to do the Power Axe into him over here.
That is 3 attacks hitting on 2s now.
3 attacks hitting on
And
2s.
then re-rolling 1s because of Ragnar.
Re-rolling because of Ragnar. No need there. Strength
5.
5, so looking for 5s to wound. Tough 6. Oh, is he tough 6? Let me see. Yeah, he's tough 6. I missed. So no wounds there. And then we've got the Lightning Claws.
5 attacks.
5 attacks coming in here with the Lightning Claws.
2s, 1s,
Hitting on
all back.
2s and 1s. Reroll.
Good.
Okay, looking for 5s to wound, but reroll
5
everything.
Thank you.
Alright, so we take these 3.
Reroll.
Put these there.
Yep, 2 hits and then re-rolling.
So that's 3 total.
3 total wounds over there.
At -2.
AP -2 becomes AP -1, so 3 4-up saves. Filling them all. Okay, there we go. I'm glad it didn't happen with the Thunderhammer. So that's going to be 3 wounds into him. All right, Angry Ragnar is now going to attack into my Outriders. I am going to spend a CP on Transhuman because they are Primaris. So these are going to be looking for... these are going to be hitting on 2s. So he's got a lot of attacks here hitting on 2s. No rerolls for himself, unfortunately, because he doesn't like yelling at himself. These are now, now going to be strength, or wound on 4s because of Transhuman.
That is.
Okay, there's a couple 3s there. That's fine.
That is 5.
5 at AP -4, which becomes AP -3. So I'm going to have 5 6-up saves onto them over there. Showing them fill faces. Getting 1 fill face, 2 damage a pop, so that's going to kill 2 of them outright there. Oof. All right, so then we're going to go over here. So this is going to be Bjorn first. So he's going to have 6 attacks here because he gets 1 for the charge there. These are going to be hitting on 2s because he's Bjorn. Alrighty, missing 1, that's fine. Strength
12.
12? Yeah, there we go. So 2s to wound.
And re-rolling failed wounds because it is a claw.
Re-rolling failed wounds because of a claw.
All right, we're going to re-roll all
Re-roll
of those
failed wounds because it's a claw. There we go. That's how you get it. So just 1 miss there. So 4.
At AP -4.
AP -4 becomes AP -3 with Armor of Contempt. Fill faces. Getting none of them. So the damage on this is what?
D6 each.
D6 each. So, I mean, let me see.
So that's...
I guess technically if you roll a bunch of 1s. Here we go. The first one. No, that's a dead guy. And then you got 3 more.
Yep.
So technically if you can just roll all 3 for the next ones. Here we go. Yeah, he did. Super dead. And then we go into the regular fight, and my guy's going to go back because why not? So here we go. Hitting on a D3 attacks, I should say, because he's in the middle there. So it's going to be 2 attacks coming in here. Looking for fill faces. Not getting anything.
They're not within 6.
All right, so now these guys are going to go. He's going to spend again 1 CP on Melt-A-Bomb. So we're going to go. He has to hit on a 3, though, because he doesn't get the, yeah. That does get a hit there. So it's going to be 2d3 mortal wounds. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, which is just enough because of his friend's explosion to kill him. Does he explode now? No, he doesn't. I wish he was super Prometheum filled, but no, he is just dead. All right, so now my Talon Master over on this side is going to attack back. He's going to have 4 attacks because they were charged. Hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on... Power Sword is Strength +1, right? So it's going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -3, which becomes AP -2, so he's just going to have his 4-up invul save there. 3 of them.
Failed the 1.
Failed 1, which is going to kill the 1 guy that was wounded there. And then my Outrider over on this side is going to attack into Ragnar. He is going to have 3 attacks base, +1 because he was charged, +1 because of his Astartes Chainsword, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on toughness 4. So 4 to wound. All right, so it's going to be 2 wounds there at AP -1, so it becomes AP 0. So he's going to have his 2 3-up saves. Making them both. He is good to go. All right, so that's going to be it for the Space Wolves' turn here. These guys lost 3. They've got leadership 8, so on a 6, one of them might run. No, so they're good to go. And that is going to be it for the Space Wolves. What secondaries did you score?
So I did score Warrior Pride because I have at least 2 units that have charged.
Yep, did score Warrior Pride, so they did charge or engagement range. So you got 3 points for that.
I have my Warlord on an objective that isn't my.
And then and so Bjorn is on an objective over there, so he's going to get his 2 points for that. So that's going to be 2 points for that.
We did R&D.
And then they started this R&D over in this corner, got the first one for that. No points for that, but that's still the first one. Still pretty good. All right, so that's going to be it for the Space Wolves' turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn number 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn number 2. These guys all moved up onto the objective over on this side. The unit that was over here did finish doing the scan, so I did get that on this turn here on turn 2. But these guys have now moved up onto the objective here. They've all moved at least 12 inches. These guys moved up. They're 12 inches over here, touching the objective over there so that they can get, whatchamacallit, the thing with the other thing. Objective secured. That's the word I was looking for over there, so they can hold on to that objective there. If they survive, we'll see what happens with the engagements and heroic interventions and whatnot. These guys moved up there 12 inches up to this way, looking to get some shots off over down this way. These guys moved 12 inches up here, all looking for death on the wind here. The Apothecary came up, healed himself, and brought back one of the Outriders who fell back out of combat. My Talonmaster fell back out of combat, but I spent 1 CP on Skilled Riders because he's got the Land Speeder keyword, so he's going to be able to shoot even though he fell back. These guys moved up onto the objective over here, and they are going to be doing the scan onto the objective over this side. And that is it for movement phase for the Dark Angels. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. We're going to start shooting with the bike squad over here. They're going to fire into the Eliminators here. I did choose with him to have them ignore cover, so they're going to be firing in and ignoring cover. These are going to be the regular bolters first. I did supercharge the plasma gun on this squad, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay. There we go. And then wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the Talonmaster. Rerolling those 1s because of the Talonmaster. Okay, that's much better turn. There we go. So that's going to be 4, 8. 8 wounds into them over there. AP -1 because of the Tactical Doctrine, but Armor of Contempt puts it back down. 3 up saves because they're ignoring cover.
Ooh, they're not good.
Oh, no. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yep.
Yeah, 4 failed, so that's going to be one guy with 1 wound left. All right. And I did declare the supercharge here, even though he only needs the 1 wound, but that's fine. It's fine. So hitting on 3s. He will be dead. Of course he will. Of course he will. But I got a fill face and a 1, so you get 1 hit there. Wounding on a 2 because of supercharging there. That will be a wound. AP -4. So he's going to have a 6 up save because it's the Tactical Doctrine here. No, so he will die, which is fine. And then I also will die. But that's Talonmaster over here is now going to fire into his Eradicators over here. So these are going to be with the Twin Assault Cannon first, hitting on 2s because he didn't advance. Okie dokie. These are now going to be Strength 6, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 6, 10 wounds into you over there. AP -1, which becomes AP 0 because of Armor of Contempt. So it's going to be 10 3-up saves into them over there.
What's the damage on that?
1. I do have the Twin Heavy Bolter that's going to be 2 going into them as well. So, once again. All right, here we go. 10 3-up saves.
That is
1, 2. 2 missed there, so it's going to kill the 1 guy and put another guy down to 2. And then the Twin Heavy Bolter going to fire in here. 2s to hit. That's going to be 1 miss there. These are going to be Strength 5, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. Again, 3-up saves because AP -1 becomes AP 0.
See if we can survive some of these. That's what we
Makes all of them. There you go. And now my Outriders over here are going to fire into them with their bolters, the twin bolt rifles, hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Okay, that is a lot of 1s and 2s because apparently, I don't know, 3? Too close. That's what it is. They're too close to aim. Wounding on 5s because strength 4, tough 5. But I do get 2 wounds with fill faces, if that means anything. AP -2, so 4 up saves. Failed 1, so down to 1 wound there. All right, the ATVs now are going to fire. They're going to put their auto bolt rifles into the intercessors over here, and I'm going to fire the multi-meltas into the venerable dreadnought over there. So we're going to go with the multi-meltas first. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits there. Wounding on 4s, strength 8, toughness 8. Not getting anything on those. And then the auto bolt rifles into the intercessors over here. 3s to hit. Okie dokie. Wow, the 2s are really coming out in force today. Looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP -1, which becomes AP 0 because of Armor of Content.
4 3-up saves.
Failing 3 of them. So 1 will be dead and 1 will be down to 1 wound. All right, so now my Talonmaster is going to fire. He's going to fire his twin assault cannon into the Wolf Guard over here and twin heavy bolter into Ragnar. My opponent's going to spend 1 CP on transhuman for Ragnar over there. So I'm going to have 6 shots with the twin heavy bolter into him, hitting on 2s because he's got the Arbiter's Gaze. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Pretty good there. These are strength 5, wounding on 4s though because of transhuman. That is going to just be, yeah, that would have been good. So it's going to be 3 that go into him over there. AP -1, which becomes AP 0.
So 3-up saves?
3 3-up saves. Making them all. He is good to go. And then the 12 shots into the Wolf Guard. 2s to hit. That one's cocked. Okay, that's 3 misses there. Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be, wow, a bunch of 1s and 2s. 5 at AP -1, which becomes AP 0. So they're looking for 5 2-up saves because of their storm shields, right?
So he has a storm shield, he doesn't.
Oh,
so
he has a storm shield.
5 2-up saves on him.
Okay, so it's 5 2-up saves on him. So we're going to do 2 at a time onto the storm shield guy. Good to go there. Takes 1 wound, and then you got 1 more. Good to go on there. All right. My Apothecary is now going to fire into the Wolf Guard over here. 2 shots, not going to supercharge. That is going to be 1 hit. That is a wound. 4-up invul save onto him with that. No, so he will be dead. Now my Black Knights are going to fire. They're going to supercharge. 4 guys are going to fire into the intercessors. 1 guy is going to fire into his Wolf Guard over here, and then 2 are going to fire into Ragnar. I am going to spend, or not going to spend, I am going to supercharge with them. So we're going to go with the 4 guys into the intercessors first. So hitting on 3s. Ooh. 1 will be dead, but that is a hit. That's another dead and a hit. This is why we have to do it individually. Oh no, a dead and a hit. Not dead and 1 hit. All right, there we go. So there's that. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to re-rolling 1s because the Talonmaster over there. So that's going to be 4 at AP -4, which becomes AP -3. So 4 6-up saves. Not making any, so they will be dead because it's 2 damage apiece. Then we're going to do the 1 guy into the Wolf Guard over here. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. He does not have an invul save, right? So he's going to have 2 6-ups. No, so he will also be dead. And then the 2 guys into Ragnar. 1 will be dead. And 2 will be dead. Oh boy. But 2 will be hits into him. That will be 2 wounds. He's got 4-up invul saves. Makes 1 of them, so you'll take 2 damage. All right, so my Black Knights are now going to charge into his bikes over here. He is going to spend a CP to Overwatch, so we're going to go with the Meltas first or the Bolters first?
We'll do the Meltas first.
Meltas first, so these are going to be hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. There we go. That is a wound. 5 AP -4. AP -5 now.
It's the tactical.
Oh yes, AP -5. So I will have a 5-up invul save because of Jink, because they did move. Need a 5. No, so that's going to be D6 damage. D6 plus 2 is going to kill a guy because it's minimum 3, so he's yeah, he's definitely dead. And then you've got your bolters. And now 12 shots coming into him over here. Getting a bunch of 6s. Oh no! All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds. AP minus 1 becomes AP 0 because of armor of contempt. Making both of those, thankfully. So now their charge distance. 8 inches will get them in. All right, continuing with the charge phase. This is going to be crazy, but it's 4 points is what I need here. They are going to charge into Bjorn over here. So it's a 5-inch. You need a 5-inch charge to get in over there. All right, so they're in. Oof. And then these guys over here are going to charge into the aggressors over there. They will be in with a 6-inch charge. All right, we're going to start over here with my Outriders. They are going to have 3 attacks on the sergeant, 2 attacks on the regular guys, plus 1 attack because they charged, plus 1 attack from their chainswords, and plus 2 attacks each because they are Outriders who charged. So they're all going to have that 19 attacks into his eradicators. So hitting on 3s.
Ooh,
Okay, lots of 2s and 1s because that is what I do best. All right, and then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Get back here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wounds over there. AP minus 1 becomes AP 0, so 5 3-ups. Makes all of them move. That is good for him. And then these guys are going to attack over here, so 10 attacks into him over there. On the charge, hitting on 3s. Okay. Needing Phil faces the wound, though, because he is tough 8. Nothing. Okay. And now my Black Knights are in attack, so 7 attacks into them. Hitting on 3s. There's going to be 2 misses there. These are now going to be wounding on 4s because it's strength plus 2. That's just going to be the 1. Okay. Not great there. AP minus 1, which becomes AP 0, so 3-up save. He's good to go. All right, so now they're going to attack back over here. The sergeant has 3 attacks. The other guys are 2. Yeah, 3. No, 3 and 2. Plus 1 because they got charged. Plus 1 because they're blood claws. So hitting on 2s because they're space wolves that got charged. Everything hits there. Perfect. Wounding on 5s though because they're strength 4, toughness 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or not? 7 wounds over here. Okay. AP nothing. So looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1. All right. So still alive. That sounds good. And now Bjorn's going to make angry sarcophagus noises over here and attack into my attack bikes or into my ATVs. Pretty brutal here. So he's got 6 attacks hitting on 2s. All right. So he gets all but 1 hit there. Strength 12. These guys are, I think, still wounded on 2s. There wouldn't be more than top 6.
Wounding on 2s, re-rolling.
Wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Okay, so that's going to be all wounds there. So that's going to be 5 wounds. 4. AP minus 4, which becomes AP minus 3. So 6-up saves. I need some fill faces here. Getting 1 fill face. So D6 wounds each, or is it D3? D6 each. Okay. So we got 4 of them that going through. The first one is going to do 4, which leaves 1 wound left on that guy, right?
Yep. So we can just remove
that, and that's going to kill that guy. And then we've got 2 more. So 2 D6 damage onto this other guy. 2, 5. He is still alive. Oh man, that's huge. The guy does explode though. Yeah, he does. So he does 1 mortal wound to me here, putting me down to 2. Okay.
Just hitting on 4s.
And here the eradicators are coming in over here. They are going to be 3 attacks and 2 attacks, plus 1 each because they got charged. Hitting on 3s, right?
Hitting on 2s because they were charged.
Oh, hitting on 2s because they got charged. That's right. I forgot about that. All right, that's going to be all hits. There we go. Strength 4, so 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3 wounds over there.
No AP this turn.
No AP, so looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1, so 1 will take 1 wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angels' turn here. These guys over here do have inner circle, so they are fearless, do not have to take a leadership test, and no one else lost enough on my turn to have to even think about it. I did get shock tactics because I did take an objective that he had. over here, and then I killed a whole bunch of things with that I moved 12 inches to do, and also that I got that used the assault weapons to kill. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn number 2. Movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn number 2. Both his Eradicators and Bjorn all stayed in combat over here. His Venerable Dreadnought is moving up around over this way. His Sky Claws, right? Yeah, moved up onto the objective in the middle over here. His Bikers, his Swift Claws, stayed in combat with my Black Knights. The Blood Claws moved up onto the objective over here, and then his Devastators stayed still. Drop Pod has to stay still. And then out of Deep Strike, Ragnar got closer over on that side. And then out of Deep Strike in comes his Wolfguard Terminators and Aryak back over on this side over here, 9 inches away from my Dubros here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off, his Venerable Dreadnought here is going to fire his Meltas into my Apothecary because his friends ran away into the charge over there or blew themselves up. Either which way, he is going to fire into him over there. So it's going to have 2 shots hitting on 2s. That is going to be cocked. So that's going to be a hit. So it's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. There's going to be no wounds there. Devastator Squad's going to do the same thing over there. So he's going to have, only 2 of them can actually get to see him. So one of them is going to have hitting on 2s because of the Signum. That's going to be 2 hits there. And then one's going to be hitting on 3s. That is going to be not a hit there. So that's going to be 3 hits. Again, wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. No wounds there. All right, the Apothecary is apparently the lion is thinking about him in his sleep, and the Emperor is looking down upon him from his throne over there. Bjorn is going to fire into my attack bike over here, or my ATV. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer first. So it's going to be D6 shots. So it's going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking, I think it's 4s. One second. Nope, T5, so this is going to be wounding on 4s. That is going to be 2 wounds there. AP -1 becomes AP 0, so 3 up saves. Failed both of them. All right, well, there you go. Does he explode? No, 1 again. That's 3 ones. Cool. Good job, Phil. All right, so now his Terminators are now going to fire into my Talon Master over here. So they all have combi flamers. So we'll do the flamer part first. So these are going to be hitting auto hits. So it's 5d6 auto hits. That is going to be, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits over here. All right, these are going to be wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s because of Arjak back there with his lieutenant-y business. So that's pretty good there. That's actually really good there. And then you got 2 1s there they get to reroll. Okay, so that is going to be, what is that? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds into me over here. AP -1 because of the Tactical Doctrine, but becomes AP 0 because of Armor Contempt, 3 up saves. He fails 2 of them, so he's going to be down to 6. And then the Bolters are going to fire, hitting on 4s because of the firing both profiles of the combi.
Ooh, still good.
Okay, yeah, not bad. Woo, yeah, they're feeling it. These are, again, going to be wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. All right, re-roll that 1. Okay, so just the 1. All right, so it was the flames that were really feeling it over there. But it did do a wound, of course it did. So now Arjak is going to shoot or throw his hammer into the Talon Master over here. So he's going to be hitting 1 shot here, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3, because strength 10, toughness 6. No, not with the 1. My opponent's going to spend a CP to re-roll that one. Into a 1. It was not meant to be. The dice had spoken, sir. All right, so that's going to be it for shooting into the assault phase now. His Terminators are going to charge into my Talon Master, so he needs a 9-inch charge out of Deep Strike over here. Oh, and they're in. That is not great for the Talon Master. And Ragnar is now going to charge into my Apothecary. He was definitely in on a 6-inch charge. And then the Blood Claws are going to charge into my Black Knights. They will be in on a 3. Not a whole lot, but they're in. And then Bjorn's going to charge into my Bikes over there. And he will be in. Yeah. And now Ragnar is going to attack first. He's going to go into my Apothecary, hitting on 2s. All right, got a couple misses there, but it's still strength 6, right? So he's going to be wounded on 3s.
Yeah.
Still pretty good there. So that's going to be 6 wounds into there. AP minus 4. So he's going to be 6 AP minus 4s. Become AP minus 3s. So 6 up saves. Making 2 fill faces. These are going to be 2 damage apiece. So it's going to be 8 damage into him over here. He's got 5 wounds. So I need to make 4 6 up, feel no pains, or he is going to be dead.
Alright, the only one they shoot right now is going to be...
Oh, okay, hold on. I've got 3. Oh, man, okay. Oh, my God. Okay. I got to do it. I got the CP, right? Oh, no, is that the move, though? Oh, there's things I can do. No, I can't. No, oh, man. I'm not going to do it. But let's see what would have happened. No, okay. It was the right call not to do it. I needed to save it for another thing that's going to happen, but yeah, he's dead. And now his blood claws are going to attack into my bikers over there. They got a lot of attacks coming in here because they charged and do all their fun stuff there. Hitting on 2s because they charged. Alrighty, getting a couple 1s there. And then these are going to be wounded on 5s though, because they are tough 5. They are not strength 5.
Yeah, I got a little bit cocky. I was like, I can hopefully hit that 8 up and squeeze them on in right there.
Yeah.
Is that 6? Alright, so we have 6 wounds.
On your save because AP minus 1.
Yeah, AP minus 1 becomes AP 0, so 6 3-up saves. Okay, 1 guy will be dead. That was fancy. Alright, so now over here Bjorn is going to attack into my guys. Now I'm going to spend my CP and I'm going to do transhuman on them. So here comes Bjorn's attacks. 6 attacks hitting on 2s, getting 1 miss there. Alright, and these are now going to be wounded on 4s because of transhuman.
Rerolling failed.
Rerolling because of his claw.
Ooh.
Not that he really needed it. But, oh yeah, okay, so it did make a difference. There we go, okay. So 3 at AP minus 4 becomes AP minus 3, looking for 6-up saves into my guys over here. Making 1 of them with a fill face there, so it's going to be 2 go through. The first one's D6, is going to kill a guy, and then the next one
6.
is 6, kills a guy. Oof, okay. And now his Terminators are going to go over here. We're going to go with the claws first. These are going to be hitting on 2s. So they've got 2 base, plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for each claw. Hitting on 2s because they charged over there. There's another 1 in there. Excellent. These are now going to be wounding on 5s, re-rolling because of the claws.
Plus 1 AP on the charge.
Okay, actually pretty good there on that first run there. Not bad at all. All right, and then re-rolling. Okay, really good on that one. So that's going to be 10 coming in over here. So that's going to be 9, 10. These are going to be AP minus 2, right? Yep. So they become AP minus 1, looking for 4-up saves. Oh no, he's dead. He's really dead. All right, does he explode? No, he does not. So, okay. All right, my Black Knight over here is going to attack back. He's got 3 attacks base. He was charged, so it's going to be 4 attacks into the bikes over there. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Well, that is a wound, though. AP minus 1 becomes AP 0.
3-up save.
3-up save. No, that's going to be 2 damage. And now the bikes are going to attack back. They're hitting on 3s because they did not charge or were not charged. Made a difference with that, too, there. All right, these are now going to be wounded on 5s. That's going to be 1. 3-up save. Yeah, with that fill face, he's good. Over here, my guys are going to attack back. Ragnar consolidated into them, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. They want to hit. Wounding on 4s, because he's tough 4. Rerolling 1s because of, doesn't matter there. So that's going to be 5, AP 1, but it becomes 0. So 5 3-ups. No, failing 4, that's enough. Ragnar dies to those guys. Oof, killer. And then this guy over here was charged, so he's going to have 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. Fill faces. No, nothing there. All right, so that's going to be it for the Space Wolves turn here on turn number 2. He does score 2 points for Saga because of him being on an objective over here. And he does score 3 for Warrior Pride because he does have 2 guys engaged there. So that is going to be it for the Space Wolves turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn number 3. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn number 3. These guys moved to basically they're 14 inches up here, so that he's on there, and then they're back over here on this objective. They are going to start doing. Is that what I'm going to do? Yeah, I think I need to. No, they're not. They're not. Well, yeah, okay, we're going to start that. Yeah, they're going to start doing the scan. Oh, no, they can't do it on it because he's on there. So nothing. No scan. I didn't have to worry about it. These guys moved up over here more than 12 inches. He moved up here more than 12 inches. These guys moved up here more than 12 inches. He stayed in combat with Bjorn, which is stupid, but it's also heroic because he's going to sacrifice himself to keep him from being heroically intervened over here. And he's going to stay in combat with them because why not? I think that's about what he can do at this point where he's at with nobody coming back. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to it with the shooting phase. All right, so now we're going to start off with my Outriders firing into there's a Sky Claws over here. So we're going to have 8 attacks coming in over here. 8 shots from their twin bolt rifles. Hitting on, it's important to note that I stayed in Tactical Doctrine and my opponents moved into Assault Doctrine. So these are going to be 8 shots into them over there, hitting on 3s. Okay, getting 1 miss, not bad. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s to wound because of the Talonmaster there. Oof, good thing. Not that it helped a little. So that's going to be 4 at AP minus 2, so it becomes AP minus 1, so it's going to be 4 up saves.
He just has that 4
making 2 of them 2s and 1s. That's 1s and 6s, so 1 will die. Now this squad over here is going to fire into them as well. I am going to supercharge the plasma. So here we go. Plasma hitting on 3s. Of course he kills himself. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. That's fine. There we go. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 4 because it's a Tactical Doctrine, so 6 up saves. No, so that's going to be 2 more dead. And then the bolter shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, that's pretty good. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. Okie dokie. That is going to be 6 wounds into him over there. AP minus 1 becomes AP 0, so it's going to be 6 3-up saves. See what he can do?
He can do it.
No, he couldn't do it. He is dead. All right. And now these bikers over here are going to fire into his Eradicators, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Oh, really good there. I'll take that. There we go. But wounded on 5s because they are the chonky boys. Whoa, jeez. That one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 5 at AP 1, which becomes AP 0, so 5 3-ups. Failing 4 of them. Oh, that kills them. Ooh, that was big. That was big. And now my Talonmaster is going to fire into his long fangs. Yes, got it. So we're going to go with the twin heavy bolter first, hitting on 2s because that's what he does. That's going to be all hits. Pretty good. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds. He does not get to reroll 1s for himself. AP minus 1 becomes AP 0, so 3-up saves. Fake. Oh, that's real good for him. And then the twin assault cannon here. 2s. Ooh, that's a lot of 1s. Okay. 3s. Oh, my lordy. 1. AP 3-up save. There we go. You take 1 wound. Oof. Big oof. All right, so Bjorn is now going to attack into my dude bro over on this side. He's going to have 6 attacks hitting on 2s. 5 attacks hitting on 2s because it's just it's just Bjorn. And exploding 6s though now because he's in the Devastator, the Doctrine there. Okay, so that's going to be all 5 hits plus an additional 2. So we got 7 hits on 5 attacks. Cool. Strength 12, so wounded on 2s.
Rerolling fails.
Rerolling fails because that's what he does. No need to. So that's going to be 7.
5.
AP minus 5. So yeah, he's just dead. And then over here, it's worth noting that the Blood Claws heroically intervened over here. So my guy is going to attack now. He's going to go into the bikers. He's got 3 attacks because he wasn't charged. He was just heroically intervened into. So these are going to be 3 attacks hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on the thingies with the other thing. Wounding on 4s because it's +1. That's going to be 2.
3-up saves?
3-up saves. Makes them both. Nice. And now his Blood Claws are going to attack into my biker over here. Hitting on 2s because they heroically intervened. 6s explode, so 1x6 does explode there. Wounding on 5s, but these will be AP -2 because of the chain swords. And it being the assault doctrine.
Yeah, I'm not running that one.
5s to wound. All right, so that is 4, 6, 7 wounds into me over here. 7 wounds. These are going to be looking for AP -2 becomes AP -1, so 4 up saves. No, he's dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will now move on to the Space Wolves' turn here on turn number 3. Movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn number 3. This drop pod had to stay back here. Obviously, that's what he does. They stood still. His long fangs. The bikers kind of moved up a bit, but stayed on the objective back over here. The blood claws moved up over here onto the objective. His venerable dreadnoughts moving up here as well. Bjorn just stayed back over there. Over here, Arjak is moving up towards his the objective over on this side. And these Terminators moved up over here towards the terrain over there. And that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off, his long fangs are going to fire into my Talonmaster over there because he's just out of range of a 3-man squad to protect him. So I'm going to spend 1 CP on high-speed focus, which will give him a 4-up invul save. These are going to have, so we're going to go with the Signum shot first, hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be 1 miss. And then we've got the others going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, a couple 2s there. These are now going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound. Okay, that's going to be 4 wounds into me over here. We got 4-up invul saves. Making 2 of them, which would have been 5s anyway, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. These are D6 damage apiece.
He's got 5 wounds.
5 wounds left. Oh, that is double 6s. He is definitely dead. Does he explode? He does not. Okay. All right. So 3 of the Terminators over here can now are touching the terrain and can see through it, and they're going to fire into my bike squad back over here. We're going to go with So we're going to go with the flamers first. So 3d6 flamers. That is going to be 6 shots. Okay. These are now going to be hitting on. That was hits. Auto hits. So wounding on strength 4, so 5s to wound.
And then rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because of Arjak back there.
Strength 10.
Okay, 1-1. Okay, so 3 wounds over there. AP 0 now, so looking for 3-up saves. Making all but 1. And the combi vulture shots hitting on 4s because they fired both profiles.
No, that's good.
Okay, and these are going to be again 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. No 1s, but 1 wound. 3-up save. Yeah, he good. And then the bikes over here are going to fire into the bike squad as well. We're going to go with the Meltas first. Hitting on 3s. It's 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
That is 2 wounds. AP -4 becomes AP -1. It was still 5-up invul save because of -1. -1 for that's a big reduction. They're really fancy. Still going to get 5-up invul save because of Jink. Not getting either of those. The first one kills the first guy, and then the next one does kill the second one. Okay. And then the bolt gun shots going in here.
6.
Yeah, that was
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
No, that one was.
Lots of 1s and 2s.
There's another one over there. Yeah. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting
1 more.
1 wound over there. 3-up save. Yeah, he good. And then his Venerable is going to fire into my Outriders over here. So we're going to do the Melter shots first. That is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 5-up invul saves. Making neither of those. The first one, D6. Plus 2. That's a dead guy. And then the next one is dead as well. All right. Well, and then Bjorn is going to get his shots into them over here. So he's going to have his flamers. Oh no. They're doing assault cannon first. Sorry, my bad. Hitting on 2s because he's Bjorn. Strength 6, so 3s to wound. That's going to be all wounds. That is how he does that. AP -1 becomes AP 0, so 3-up saves. Failed 1 of them, so 1's down to 2 wounds. And then we've got the heavy flamer coming in over here as well. It's going to be 5 hits. Again, wounding on 4s this time. That is going to be 1. Okay. And I fail it though, so I'm down to 1 wound on 1. All right, so Bjorn is going to charge in over here. He's in, definitely. And then we'll just go straight into his attacks over here. These are going to be 6 shot attacks here, hitting on 2s.
Exploding 6s.
Exploding 6s. Alrighty.
So take one out,
put one in because of explosion. So 2 missed, but 1 did get exploding there. These are wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. Yeah, so then these are d6 damage each, right?
Yeah,
so there's 5. So the first one definitely kills a guy.
Right.
And then you've got, I guess technically it could fail, so we're going to do the next one. D6 is 1.
6.
6, so that's another dead guy. And then you got 2 more, 2d6. Oh, just enough to kill him with the 3. Oh, okay. Well done. Ooh. All right, so yeah, brutal game. brutal turn there for the Space Wolves. And that is going to be it for the Space Wolves turn here. So we'll come back to you with the Dark Angels turn here on turn number 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. I advanced over onto this objective over on this side, and that's it. That's all I've got. I've got these 2 guys left trying to get me some more points. My opponent is now going to heroically intervene into me over here, spending 1 CP to make it a 6-inch heroic intervention with them over there, and that's fine, so we'll come back to you with the fight phase. All right, so here come their attacks now. Hitting on 2s because they did heroically intervene. All right, 2 misses there. And then wounding on 5s because they are nothing there. All right, we'll come back to you with my attack. And I'm going to have 4 attacks in here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. No, nothing there either. Sounds good. That's going to be it for the Dark Angels turn here. So I did get points for... The reason I did that is I took that because I'm OBSEC, so I will take that objective, getting me the max points for shock tactics. And that's going to be it for the Dark Angels. We'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn number 4. Yeah, turn 4. All right, so that's going to be it for... no, that's it. Going into the movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn number 4. These guys moved over here. These guys fell back onto the objective over there. These guys moved around the corner over this way to get some shots off. His Venerable Dreadnought has moved up. Bjorn staying back there getting his points. These guys moved back over here so that they can do R&D over in that corner, in that back over there. And that is going to be it. So we do have some shooting to go now, so we'll go into the shooting phase. All right, so into the shooting phase. My opponent's going to spend 1 CP to give them keen sentences so that they will not suffer any penalties for shooting. He's also going to spend a CP on Wisdom of the Ancients to give them reroll 1s to wound over here. So we were going to go with the Meltas into them over here. So we're going to go with the Signum first. He's going to have 2 shots hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits, and then we've got 6 shots hitting on 3s.
Oh.
Yes.
4 is actually because sorry.
No, you did keen senses.
Oh, keen senses.
Yeah,
correct.
You're good.
All right, so that is all but 1. Yeah.
It's all but 2. There we go. All right, sounds good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s.
Rerolling the 1.
Rerolling the 1 because of that. So that's going to be 6. Can I make 6 4-up saves? Because they did advance. Oh, buddy. Here we go. 6 4-up saves. Come on, dice. Feeling it. Needing it. Not getting it. So that's going to be 5. I mean, D6 plus 2. So that's, I mean, the 2 of them kill him. So they are dead. And that is going to be it for the Dark Angels here. So we are going to find out point. Oh, this is actually important. So they are going to try to R&D there. On a 6, they fail. Nope, they're good to go there. And then the other thing would be, so then on to, so at the end there, you would get, you get 2 points for a Mighty Saga, correct? Because he's over there. Retrieve Nephilim data would now be at 4 because you got that. But Warrior Pride, there's no one left to charge. So then we would go into battle round 5. You will get max points for that. You would be able to do a scan here for 3. And then you would be able to get 2 more for Warrior Pride.
Yeah.
So for Mighty Saga.
Mighty Saga, sorry, not Warrior Pride. 2 more for Mighty Saga. And then
Be able to move them and R&D.
they're going to move them, and they're going to R&D. And because they're OBSEC, they can't fail. So that would be up to, what is it, 7? Is it right?
I think it's 9.
Is it 9? 7 or 9?
Yeah.
3 quarters.
Actually, I might end up just taking that. Doing
Brings me up to
6 attacks.
8.
8 total?
Yeah, weird.
Okay. So it's 4, 8, 12?
4, 8, 12.
Oh, that's right. That's the end of that deal. So, when we put all that together and we do the paint scores,
Okay. No, I'm not going to do that.
Dark Angels
So 6 attacks.
have 71 points. Space Wolves have 73 points. Such a close game. Back and forth. So close by 2 points. It was if that Talon Master hadn't fluffed entirely into those guys, we got maybe a different game. Because I don't think these guys were going to survive all the charges that were going to come anyway. So I think they were going to die that turn when they died. So it didn't save them from getting shot to death. But it does mean that that would have gotten 2 more points for Death on the Wind, which would have been a tie game. But that's a killer game. Ton of fun. Oh, man. So much fun there. So, oh, wait. No. I forgot. I maxed out on the...
Yeah.
Oh, no. No! It was because I forgot to give myself the points for shock tactics for the 4th battle round when I advanced over here because they survived.
Okay.
So, actually, it comes down to a 74 to the Dark Angels to a 73 for the Blood Angels there. Oh, man. Okay. 1 point is still ridiculous. Oh, man. So I got just enough points with the shock. So there we go. It turns out that the balanced data sheet was enough. So all the people complaining that the balanced data sheet didn't do enough to balance the game, you're wrong. And I've just proven it empirically here with evidence, scientific, checkmate, atheists. What are you going to do? Oh man, yeah, that was the extra points. The extra points from that made the difference here on that 1 point there for shock tactics. Oh, brutal game. But I mean, what more are you gonna expect when you have this grudge match between the Dark Angels and the Space Wolves? They love to punch each other in the face. So at the end of the day, the Dark Angels got punched in the face, so the Space Wolves are happy regardless. Like the tactically superior Pinkies out Dark Angels were able to get their points victory, but the Space Wolves got the real victory, and they bloodied the lips of the Dark Angels here on the battle here. So they know not to mess with them again and talk about glass jaws there. Oh man, that was a ton of fun. But yeah, I had a ton of fun here. It is worth noting, I should say, that my opponent Jay is part of a group called the Hunter Killers. They're currently based here. Mostly a bunch of guys got together. We're called the Hunter Killers. They're a bunch of guys that came from Hunter Army Airfield here in Savannah, Georgia. Got together and started this group. They've been putting on some events here, both at SLG, Savannah Lion Games here, and also Cerberus Legion Games down in, what is it called? Richmond Hill. That's the word I was looking for. And they've been putting on some events. So if you go to their Facebook group, I have a link in the description below. You can just join, ask to join or join there, and they'll have a bunch of people. Really good community of people that are just helping each other get up and do what they, get together and have fun playing Warhammer and doing competitive stuff. So if you're in the area, you can go to one of their events. Or if you're not in the area, you could do just, get together with the community there, which is a really good community. And actually, it's already planning to expand because of people going. Jay, my opponent is actually going to be down in Florida eventually. So like a couple of months, right?
About 6, 7 months.
About 6, 7 months. So probably around summertime, you'll see Hunter Killers South Edition. But yes, I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jay, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.